It is another brand new week, and welcome to another brand new episode of our weekly devotion with yours truly. And I'm taking this right here in the station in New York City, and it is freezing cold, below 2 degrees Celsius. Hey, I want to talk about discouragement. All of us will be discouraged at some time in our life, whether you like it or not. We all have dreams and we all have our expectations. When our dreams and our expectations do not come to reality, this is where we become discouraged. Discouraged basically make up two compound words, dis and courage. And so when you cancel out courage, guess what become of us? We become fearful, we become anxious. So when we become fearful when we become anxious at the same time, then we become disillusioned. You know what happened when we are disillusioned? We stop seeing in the future because no more illusion of the future, and then we become disappointed. The word disappointed also made up two compound words. That means cancel appointment. That means when you are discouraged, you are disillusioned, you will cancel all appointments and you will then withdraw yourself into your cave. I would like to encourage you that, hey, come out of your cave and take some risks. Don't let your disappointment to dictate what your future ought to be. We all have a great future. Focus on the future. The past is already been written. It is history. And you know what? The future isn't written yet. Tomorrow is a brand new day. 明天会更好，对吧? What will happen? What happened tomorrow is dependent on what you plan to do today. You know what? Your mind will go into this thing called confirmation bias. You will look for the things that you have planned out for, and then you know what? Then it's going to be a brand new day with a brand new vision ahead of you. So focus on the future. The past is already been written. It is now history. You can't change anything about the past. Set up a new vision, set up a new goal, and follow through with it. Also, consult someone if you can. Talk to somebody if you are disappointed. Don't let disappointment or discouragement cause you to isolate yourself. Remember, isolation leads to desolation. And that's the strategy of the devil, right? He's like a roaring lion seeking one to devour. And so when you are isolated, you become that pawn, you become that prey that he has now isolated, and you become an easy meat for the enemy. So focus on the future. Don't isolate yourself. Talk to someone. Make sure that you continue to socialize with your friends, and perhaps talk to someone that you trust, someone who may have some experience about their life that they can then share with you their experience and how they have overcome it. Thirdly, hey, pray. God is the God of the future. He's the God of the past, but He is also the God of the future. The future is already written, and you know what? We all have our future in God. We can see the future. It's already been written, predicted in the Bible. We don't have to watch CNN, Fox News, or any of the news about what's going on in the world today. But it's already been written that the future is to come, and God is going to come back for you and I, and we're going to rule with Him in glory. And so, hey, number one, right? Focus on the future. Forget about the past. It's already been written. It is now history. Talk to someone. Don't isolate yourself. Talk to a trusted friend or friends. Continue to be part of a group so that you are not isolated. And then thirdly, pray. Talk to God. Have that solitude with God. Has that sila. That means you just spend time with God and allow God to minister to you. Listen to messages, turn on the YouTube, listen to worship music and all that. Just go into the presence of God, because in the presence of God there is fullness of strength, there's fullness of joy. And here comes my train, everybody. Woo-hoo! Well, have a good one. Whoa, that was fast. And you know what? Your life is like this stop that I'm in. We stop here for a moment to catch our next ride so that we can go into the future. just because of some discouragement, it doesn't mean that your stop is permanent. You're not in a permanent stop. You're just in a transit. When the next train comes, and this is where you hop onto the train and move on with your life, and into the future you go. So everybody, don't be discouraged. There will be times we will be discouraged, but don't stay discouraged. Don't be disillusioned as a result of your discouragement, and don't cancel all appointments, okay? So, hey, I'm waiting for my next train, and hopefully I will move on from this freezing cold of New York, and I'll hope to see you again next week. God bless you and have a great week ahead. Woo-hoo!